This podcast is recorded on Gadigal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Hey chicks, I'm Al.
And I'm Sal.
And this is Two Broke Chicks, a show that shares life lessons and tips to help make you rich in life. Sorry, I got distracted because my
fell down the side of the couch
I
and you went,
started fingering the couch and I was like, oh, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. Been a good week.
Yeah. This week was a short week. It was long weekend week. But I'm not going to lie, I didn't get that vibe from this week.
No.
I'm not sitting here going, well, time flies.
No, it felt like a full week.
Yeah, it felt like a full week, which scares me because when we go into May and we're going back to a 5-day, I'm going to be a husk.
Yeah. But it's because you're trying to jam 5 days of work into 4 days.
Yeah,
so maybe it'll actually be all right.
Yeah, exactly. But today we have a very, very fun, if you've got kids in the car,
Little ones in the car.
little ones in the car.
You might want to close your ear holes for
Close
this
your ear holes
one.
for this one because we're talking fuck you funds.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck your fund. Fuck your mom. No. Oh, maybe.
No.
I haven't seen your mum. Maybe I would.
Exactly.
I reckon, objectively, there are way more hotter mums in the world than there are hotter dads.
Definitely.
Women are objectively better looking than men.
Yeah, I think so. I think
don't know
they're
if that's just the bisexual in me, but I'm I could list off 10 hot mums right now.
fully.
Whereas hot dads,
There, half of them are cartoons.
yeah,
you know?
and animals.
Yeah.
Cartoon
Mufasa.
animals. I feel like that clarification is necessary.
Everyone thought of Mufasa immediately.
Zeus,
Yeah.
you know.
King Triton.
Tarzan's dad. Tarzan's dad could get it.
He is fine.
Mm-hmm.
His mum was really beautiful too.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I would
the-
like to,
I'd like to watch.
yeah.
You know.
I was going to be, I was in
Inappropriate.
it. Oh, I would like to be included.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Have a
something,
cup
but that
chair
was
on
a little
that
bit
boat?
too far. Fuck Sal. Who else are some hot Disney dads? We
I
got
like-
Mufasa,
Yep.
Zeus, Tarzan's dad.
King Triton.
Oh, how could we forget that?
Daddy.
Yeah.
Who else? What else is there?
There.
That's enough.
Something's but also all of the mums are babes. Sleeping Beauty's mum, smash.
Yep. Sarabi. Could get it.
Could get it. Sarabi would make me her bitch.
Holy.
Sarabi is a dominatrix mummy. She'd be get down on your knees. I'd be like, yes, Sarabi.
Sarabi is the
Sarabi.
hottest of the Disney daddies.
Sarabi fucking whipped Mufasa into shape, okay? Mufasa was literally crawling for Anyway,
Anyway,
so
the fuck you
today
fund.
we're going to be getting into the fuck you fund. And lots of fun, literally. Duh, get it. But before we do that, we have to talk about our obsessions of the week. Tell me.
Tell me.
My obsession. My life.
Live my life. My obsession of the week is a joint obsession, and it is Love on the Spectrum season 4.
Oh my God, I love this show so freaking much.
It is maybe the best show on Netflix.
This show could heal the world.
It really, really could,
Yeah.
especially in pretty dark times. It honestly gives me so much hope for humanity. It is the most beautiful, beautiful show.
Speaking of hot dads,
Who?
James's dad.
Oh, and he's British.
No.
Wait, no. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I'm thinking of Connor. Yes, I saw a TikTok last night being he could get it. Is that the TikTok? Did you make it?
It's my burner account.
Yeah. I did see that, and I hadn't actually caught the energy in the show.
Oh,
And then I saw the TikTok and I
neither.
was like,
yeah, that would be weird.
but yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
love him.
Love that show though. It's just so beautiful, and I think it's a really beautiful reminder of how everyone is just human and just wants to love and be loved.
Yeah,
And
honestly.
that, as two very, very privileged women, I sit here and I go, fuck, the things that I'm whinging about in the grand scheme of things, you got a pretty good gil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's so much to learn from them too. And just how earnest a lot of the cast members are, and they're just all so sweet and beautiful. And it's also incredible because a few of the cast members have been on the show like the whole for every single season. And when you think back of like where they began and how much they've grown, it's just fucking incredible.
And how they're all like friends and stuff.
Did you see that Connor isn't going to be on the
Yes, I
next season though?
did.
He's
I was
passing
very
the baton
sad.
on to somebody else to find
I think
their love.
that
So
like
sweet.
makes sense though, because as well, even when you think about dating, like you go through ebbs and flows with dating, right? I thought it actually just was very reflective of just life, of like even Tanner, how at the end he was like, oh, I'm not on the show because I don't want a girlfriend right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, and Connor's like, yeah, I'm just not really looking to continue dating at the moment. So it's like, yeah, fair.
Yeah, exactly. And like maybe what they wanted to get from the show, which was like that support and the tips, like they've got those tools now. They can go out on their own and use what they've learned. It's just the fucking best show. Like
It's the best show
you'll be
ever.
crying one second, you'll be pissing yourself
I
laughing the
cry
next.
every episode.
Same. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. Okay, my obsession of the week is inspired, and it's a question inspired by a TikTok that I saw this morning. And it was, at what age do you stop fake tanning?
I saw this
Right?
morning too.
Okay, this is an investigative piece now. So I was like, well, fuck. Am I going to be like, when do you just go, I'm done?
Yeah.
So I figured we could maybe discuss, and we could investigate in the comments.
Yeah, okay.
Shall we?
Yeah, because one thing, I'm like, do you just get over it?
Yeah.
Like at some point, are you just like, fuck, like, is this going to be every Thursday for the rest of my life?
Well, I think you would get, especially when you have kids, when you have young children, I couldn't imagine like, you know, it's so tiring being fucking asked to exfoliate my body.
Also, from like a physics level, chemistry perhaps, I'm like, does it settle into your wrinkles? Because even I would notice that, say, like on my hands, for example, like the wrinkles on your knuckles and stuff. I'm like, would that be kind of like across your whole body?
Yeah.
Like,
I would love to know who is like the most mature / oldest person the chicks know in their life that still fakes tans. Fakes tans?
did your mum fake tan ever?
Nah.
Surely Kris Jenner's out there getting spray tans.
Surely.
Yeah.
But what age, like, do we, like, I don't care about what age we stop having sex. I care about what age we stop fake tanning.
Apparently people are like getting dicked down in nursing homes
Yeah,
though.
I know.
So
Love that for them.
yeah, same.
Love that for them. Yeah, they call it like a second
wind.
Yeah.
But we can do a whole episode on this because I thought that women also got like a second wind in like their sexual
In their
peak
40s.
in their 40s.
Yeah, I've seen
But
this.
then
That's because a lot of women get divorced in their 40s. And they go, I'm
Ladies.
going to go fuck. A fuck. And speaking of divorce, I think that's a lovely segue into our episode.
Yep.
The Fuck You Fund. So, what is the Fuck You Fund? So, it's a collection of savings to essentially give you financial independence, and you get to be able to walk away from anything that you're like, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
So, whether it's you want to leave an unhealthy situation or relationship, whether you want to walk away from a job that you hate, it just allows you to say, fuck this and start fresh. And it can also be called an escape or revenge fund.
Love that.
Did you ever watch that show?
Revenge fund?
Revenge.
No, what is it?
What? You've never even heard of the show Revenge?
No.
Okay, well, let's put a pin in that. We'll discuss that later.
Oh, what is it?
Oh my God, there's this chick and her dad gets like done but framed by this like rich family. So then she grows up hot and sexy, and then she starts fucking the mum's son and like goes after the family and is like the daughter-in-law, but she's really here for revenge.
Wow.
Yeah, so you could use your revenge fund for that too.
Yeah,
If
true.
you wanted.
Yeah.
If you wanted, because she like bought a house in the Hamptons. So, you know, it's how you want to do it.
Exactly.
We endorse using your powers for good, but if you want to use your fuck you fund for evil, go for it.
Who are we to judge?
It got a bit weird toward the end of the season, so
I can imagine.
yeah, it was a bit, and I was like, come on, we're stretching this out. When's she going to actually have her revenge? All right. So this is not the same as an emergency fund. Emergency funds are typically kept away for when something goes wrong or is like unforeseen. So it's more like you don't actually have control over that situation. So it's like if your car goes
kaput.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Sorry, my lady. We out here.
Yeah. Or like you lose your job or something. You need
Yeah.
to cover like your essential expenses.
You get like a parking fine and you're like, oh, damn, man, I read that sign wrong. But honestly, who can read the sign right?
No, please.
Yeah. And what I loved about this is, and you would love this, is that Lucy Liu helped make the term more popular. So Lucy Liu, if you're unfamiliar, she was one of the queens in Charlie's Angels.
Mm-hmm.
She's also
Alex.
Yes. Me.
Yeah.
It is I. Lucy Liu.
It is I. Yeah, iconic queen, actress.
Seriously. Oh, she's so hot in that movie. It's not even funny.
Gorge. 10 out of 10.
She kind of made the term more popular when she talked about fuck you money in an interview and said, if you have it and something's not working out and they say you have to take this job or you're fired, you can be like, fuck you.
It's basically about having flexibility and the freedom to leave situations that you don't want to be in anymore.
100%. And that is so often, especially for women, like a corner that you get boxed into because you're like, oh, I have to go.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I can't afford not to get paid.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I have to stay in this relationship because I haven't been working and I've been raising children and I don't have any money or whatever that looks like for you. And according to a UK psychotherapist, Katherine Cavallo, these savings are all about having the flexibility and autonomy to be both emotionally and financially free, especially for millennials and Gen Z.
I also want to acknowledge that a lot of people would find the idea of a fuck you fund as like a really far off concept, right? Because it's really hard to save money in general, but that's the point, and that's why we wanted to talk about it, because 43% of Australians have less than $1,000 in their savings. So if you're listening to this episode and you're like, you know, I would love to leave my job, but you know,
I would love a fuck you fund.
Yeah, but I'm only at the beginning of my savings journey, or I'm finding it really difficult. Like, that is so relatable and so normal, and that's why we wanted to talk about it, because it's one of those things that you probably don't actually prepare for and even think of until you actually need it.
Yeah.
And you never go into a relationship or a job or a situation being like, I'm going to need to have a fuck you fund and leave this one day. But that's kind of the point. It's there as a buffer in those moments when you, like, life throws unexpected things at you.
Yeah. And it's like, even like, we've spoken about this a lot on the pod, but like, I did not have savings until a couple of years ago. And even now, like, there was a big expense that was like, oh, maybe we do, maybe we don't, in terms of like an investment that Rob and I were discussing, but it would have been my entire savings.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was so surprised at how comfortable and less anxious I have become once creating a fuck you fund, or like just having my comfort blanket, that it's like, I actually was like, no, I'm actually not okay with not having that, because it was more important for me to have a fuck you fund than to invest it into something for the future, because I was like, I don't want to drain that. I still always need to have that comfort there. Whereas, and it reminded me of, you know, the anxiety I had when I was younger and I was maybe a little bit more reckless with my bad girl. I went to the head of Disney and I said, I want to make history. Yeah.
And you just spent all your money at Princess Polly.
And I spent all my money at Princess Polly. That was history. That was history for me.
Iconic.
I went on there the other day just for fun.
And?
I'm 30 and I felt that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not saying I didn't like anything, but I went, this is when it happens.
Maybe we've aged out of the PB.
I then started realizing, I was like, shit, I'm out here shopping at DJs and
Maya
and Country Road.
Seed. Beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, it happened. Yeah. I didn't even see it.
That's all right.
Well, like a butterfly in the wind.
Exactly.
You know,
she evolved.
Flight like a beaver, sting like a bee.
Having a fuck you fund is especially important for women, because men have 26% more savings on average than women. And we did a whole episode on this, which we can link in the show notes, about the pink tax and how to overcome it. But again, that's why we wanted to talk about it, because women do have fewer opportunities to earn more money than men and have more obstacles when it comes to saving money. And a lot of the time, like in my life and the people that, you know, the experiences that I've seen, like a lot of the time it is the woman who has to stay and put up with shit situations because they're sort of like stuck between a rock and a hard place. And we don't want that for our chickies out there.
That's not the type of rock hard we want for you. Okay.
There's only one type of rock
There's
hard we
only
want on
time
this
for
pod.
one rock hard that you deserve in your life, Queenie Pooh, and it is not being between it. It's being under it. No, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
It was the King Triton talk.
I
at the
know.
start of the episode.
It got us
me
all
frisky.
titillated. Did that hurt?
Did a little bit.
Far out.
Okay, so I hear you. I hear you, I feel you, I see you.
Yep.
And you're going, Alex, Sally, I love this. This is the best episode of the podcast I've ever listened to so far. Until next one. How do I build a fuck you fund? Why do I say it like that? Why do I say it with such conviction?
Fuck you.
I literally was like, fuck you fund. Like,
Fuck you fund.
Jesus, Alex. No one, you haters in the room. Maybe.
Oh my God.
Escandalo.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. I love,
We love
everyone
everyone.
here. So, tips to build a fuck you fund. The journalist and financial advisor Francis Cook actually shared tiers of the fuck you fund. Number 1 is breathing space money, which accounts for 3 months worth of core expenses, e.g. rent, mortgage, groceries, basic utility bills, petrol. It's the easy way to calculate this is to add up your non-negotiable spending each month and multiply it by 3. So if your non-negotiable spending per month was $2,000, your breathing space would be $6,000. Number 2 is recover and refresh. So around 6 months of salary used to clear your head and recharge. So this gives you space and time to plan your next steps, consider your next move, and you have the freedom to choose what your next step is. So a good example of this would be, you know, if you are at work and you're like, do you know what? I'm going to kick a door off its hinges. I hate everyone in this office. I'm done. And you don't have to sit there applying for 20 jobs in a row and you get a call and they go, oh, you applied for the role. And you're like, which one?
Yeah, literally.
Been there.
You have to try and like squeeze in your interview on your lunch break.
Yeah. That you can actually quit your job and give yourself space to find the one that's right and next for you without having to sit in an office chair with hospital lighting being like, what's happened to me? What's happened to my life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a friend at the moment that's like in that scenario and she hasn't worked for like 2 months. And she's just like, yeah, saved up before I quit and I'm just waiting to find the right thing.
Yeah. It also means when you do find the right job, you're actually refreshed and ready to take on the role. Like it's so hard when you're in a toxic work situation and you're very highly likely burnt out.
Yeah.
And then going through the whole interview and application process is also so stressful and time consuming. And then you have like maybe 4 business days off and then you start a new job again.
Number 3 is I might go back to work when I'm bored money. An investment portfolio in the 6 figures adding up to 2 years of salary. So you could have enough to fund a mini retirement with this amount. You could take a few years out of the workforce without giving up too much of your lifestyle and spending habits, then re-enter your professional career on your own terms. And then last but not least is my personal favorite, if you will.
This is the goal.
The goal. Any fuck you fund's a goal. I was going to say any hole's a goal, but it doesn't really make sense. Number 4 is you're never telling me what to do money.
Put that shit on a
That
shirt.
tastes good. This is around $1 million worth of investments, savings. It's true financial independence. It's the moment you can walk away and live purely off your passive income.
It's like those, have you heard of that movement called FIRE?
Ooh.
Not Fire Festival. Financial
No
independence,
one-
retire early. Sorry, I don't know why I thought of that. It's 2016. Take me
so
back.
back.
So back.
2016 is so back.
Let's bring fire back.
Like,
Wait, I think
that's
they
so
tried to.
fire.
Yeah,
Did they really?
they tried to. Yeah.
Did you ever watch the documentary?
Doco? Nah, I just saw all the. Oh no, maybe I did. And
Did
that guy
you?
was like offering to suck dick and cock to pay off the thing. Do you remember that? But yeah, the FIRE movement.
Yep.
Financial independence, retire early, and it's these
Ooh.
people who spend like their entire 20s and 30s just like really, really saving, focusing on investing with the goal typically to retire in their 40s.
And a good way to do this as well, if you kind of sit there and maybe you're like a little bit cheeky when you manage your money, or you just kind of get to the end of the month and you're like, where the fuck did my money go? And you taught me about this, but it's salary sacrificing.
Oh yeah.
So like if you don't really want to do investing because it makes you nervous, it's not really your vibe, if you aren't, the strongest saver yet, emphasis on that, you can actually look at salary sacrificing, which you know more about this than I do.
So a lot of people do this who are like employed full time, but you can ask your employer to actually put more of your salary into your superannuation, because most people's like workplaces will be putting the money into the super for them.
Yeah, and they do like the minimum.
Yeah, you can do more than that, and it means that before the money even lands in your account, they put more of it towards your super.
It's like when your parents would, my mum would do this to me. She would be like, okay, well, how much money did you make? And then it would go into an account, and then she would pay me from my salary. This is also when I was like 14 and she started working. Not when I was like 18. She'd be like, here's your penny.
She still does it.
Yeah, I wish, bro. I'd have so much more in savings if she did. But yeah, and so she would like get my pay and then pay me, and she'd put the rest of it in savings. And if I ever wanted to access the savings, I'd have to call my mum and be
and like justify why.
Yeah, I'd be like, I want to buy this pair of blue jeans. I remember I was in Cotton On and I called her and I was like, Rouse Hill Shopping Centre. And she said no. And I said, it's my money. And she said, well, too bad, and hung up the phone. And I ended up being able to buy a car when I was 18 because she'd done that. So I'm like, that's how I look at salary sacrificing. Your work is in your mum and you want to buy blue jeans and they say, no, it's going in your super.
Yeah, because the benefit is that you don't have the temptation to spend it because it never lands in your spending account. And then also, obviously, you're putting more money into your super, but then also you get the benefits of the compound interest over time too. So I definitely recommend that if
And also, I'm not 100% sure on this, so I would look into it. But I think like the tax on it is a different structure as well. I don't know if you're taxed the same on your super as your actual salary. We'd have to look into that because I'm not 100% sure on it. I don't want to be spreading misinformation.
Exactly. We can put a link to the ATO guide on salary sacrificing.
My favourite website
all the research yourself. With a fuck you fund, really you could probably shape it or tier it in whatever way you want and what suits your goals. But I like this approach because it shows you that there isn't like a one size fit all and that it is something that can be ongoing and can change as your needs do and as life happens. But if you are inspired and you want to get started in building your fuck you fund, there's a few ways that you can start. The first step would be working out how much you can consistently save, right? So factor in your monetary goals and responsibilities, any debts that you're paying off, other savings goals that you have, obviously your expenses, and then decide what to prioritize from there. Like that's what I did when I first started. I kind of just had like all of my expenses listed out and then I was like, how much money do I have left over? And then that was just the amount that I put in. And it really is like once you start doing it, you realize like firstly how good it feels when you see that number start to grow, but also how much extra money that you actually do probably have that you could be putting towards that and not blue jeans at Cotton On.
Or Cotton On. But also I think one of the best things that I did when creating savings like you could do with a fuck you fund is for me, it's like an out of sight, out of mind approach as well, that I actually set up a completely separate bank account that was with a completely separate bank that like I could not tell you what my customer ID number was off the top of my head. And so it was like if Like I couldn't just freely access it.
Yeah.
And so when I'm also not logging into my banking app when I'm buying a vodka lime soda and seeing that money in a separate account, it's not easy for me to transfer it back. So creating friction in your fuck you fund will also help you grow it. Creating friction in anything to do with money also just like creates a better structure because you're not just like, wee, this is a game and it's like numbers on a screen. No, it's actually, guys, it's actually money.
I know. How rude is that?
I know. What do you mean? This isn't just like a fun little girly pop game.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I don't just like go for a run around the block and pick up coins like in a video game? Be like, beep, beep, beep,
It's not just Mario Kart.
Seriously. If you have no expendable income right now, you're not alone. That's a very, very common situation. But you can look for creative ways to free up cash. So you can use the hours worked rule from a former investment banker turned content creator. Nisha Shah, before purchasing an item, calculates how many hours of work that she'd be trading to afford it. So if you wanted a new pair of sneakers that cost $100, when you're earning $20 an hour, that would cost you 5 hours of work.
Yep.
You know? And if that's your 5th pair of shoes, then you'd probably be trading 25 hours of work.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that would probably help for like when we're all crumbling and buying like 70 colored shades of the Adidas Sambas.
We were all there.
We were all there.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah, you were there.
You were there. Miss Mullins, she was there.
She was there.
She's a man.
Honestly.
And also kind of like what you were saying, but momentum matters. Like the more you keep your promise to yourself with saving and building a fuck you fund and building that empowerment for yourself, the better you will get at it. Like money is a muscle and the more that you exercise it, the stronger you will be at it. And I definitely think like I ebb and flow in it. Absolutely. Like you don't just flip a switch and you're like, I'm good with money now. Like if I check my budget and do my budget that week, I'm so much stronger with it. If I don't do my budget that week, I'm like, ooh-wee.
Yeah.
And you get a coffee and I'll have Subway for lunch. And ooh, I like those shoes. Like it's so much more. I'll be like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know.
It's a fuck it fund
It's
instead
a
of fuck you fund.
Yes.
That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do the rebrand. But when it comes to your fuck you fund or any money managing strategy, it's really about momentum over perfection.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the more that you do it, it's like a muscle, you get better at it. But also like shit's going to happen. And like shit happens, man. Shit happens, man. It's Cody. It's Cody.
That's just Cody.
Just Cody, man.
Cody.
Cody.
He's here. I can feel it in my nuggets.
Yeah, but seriously, like shit is going to happen. You're going to see something shiny and spend money on it or, you know, like your
And
cars.
also that's fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing. Like when I was first like starting with my savings, I had like a strict goal of how much I wanted to put away every month when I got paid. But then some months I'd be like, I can't afford that this month. Or like, I want to go to Splendor in the Grass. So like instead this month I'll still put money in my savings, but it's going to be a little less than last month.
We can also add that to the list of things my mum didn't let me spend my savings on. I don't know what. I was 17.
Take me back. Who was playing?
I want Sam Smith. And
Oh, shit.
she said, I said, Mum, I want to go to Splendor in the Grass. And all my friends were gone. Didn't have that many. And she said, do you know what Splendor in the Grass means? I said, no, what does it mean, Mum? She goes, take me off behind the shed and have your way with me. You're not going.
That sounds great.
Little did she know. I'm kidding.
Train's already left the station, honey.
Well, too late, Martha, baby. The G train has left the station. But make it the V train.
Yeah. Aw. Shit. Anyway.
Innuendos. I could say that was anything.
Yeah, exactly. Can't frame me. You don't know me.
I wasn't there. I have an alibi. So yeah, I didn't get to go. And it was a really good lineup that year.
Wow, 2014. What a year. What a year.
Well,
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
that is a wrap. But I would also love for you chicks to comment below how you contribute to your Fuck You fund each month. Give us some little creative saving tips.
Yeah,
Love
please.
that. I always
All the
love when you guys
suggestions
send all
welcome.
your tips. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of Two Broke Chicks or Two Hot Daddies.
Wow. Two
very
hot
weird.
cartoon dads.
Two hot cartoon lion and a cartoon fish walk into a bar.
Oh, yeah. Would you fuck with Nemo's dad? Marlon?
No, but
And we can wrap the episode there. Thanks, you chicks, for having us.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, what's his name? Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. Gil. Thanks for having us in Earholes. We love to be here.
Love you, chicks.
Bye.
Bye.